Hi, my name's Kurt. I like to buy stuff from thrift stores and sell them. So I thought, hey, maybe I can share this information with other people too. So if they ever see it, whatever I have, then they can, do what I do. So what I do mostly is I sell on eBay and this one site called KSL here in Utah. Also, I'm trying to think. I use LetGo. I use Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist. Try to do the freer stuff first. The one big cool thing that I wanted to do with you guys is just share like what I bought to sell that I found. Like the treasure I found, so I could, when I sell it, it feels cool that I found it in the first place. Anyway, so you guys probably can't see at the moment, but I'll show you a little clip. I'm in this huge, well, it's like our second living room, and it was just kind of empty before, but now it's full of my crap, like just everything that I've bought and that I thought I can sell. So yeah, let's go with some of the first items. Okay, so first item we have up here is I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's like a hockey patch, and I guess they're collectible because on the back here it says, look at all these things you can collect, and you can put patches on your clothes, and just for fun, I guess. So I don't know what people that buy these, maybe they just have it displayed or something, but anyway, so I found that these specifically on eBay, I was seeing some of them. They're from the same series. I actually didn't find one that was this person, but in the same series, I found that some of them were going for like 20 bucks, 15 bucks. And so, yeah, I got both of these for $1 each, and maybe I can sell them. So we're going to go with that. Really cool. Next thing I got was, I thought this was interesting. And so before I buy something, I always like to look it up online, like on eBay. If you look for sold items that have been recently, sold, I like to look at it and see if it's worth anything. So there's this little like suitcase. It's like a little person's suitcase, maybe a kid or something. And it's pretty cute. It has this little thing. It says, I'm going to grandma's. Sorry, I can read. It's just that it's reversed when I look at the video. And yeah, it's really cool. I opened it up. It wasn't like nasty, super bad. So I was like, okay, well, I'm going to see what's up. And I found one on eBay that sold for like 50 bucks. But there was some that were sold, for like 17, 20 bucks. So I was like, wow, I never thought that I'm going to grandma's suitcase would be like worth anything. But I guess it's under the category vintage luggage. Never really thought that was a category, but yeah, there we go. So that was cool. We have this board game. I've been getting into selling board games because some of them are kind of hard to find, and they're out of print. So right here we have this one called Snake Oil. And you guys have probably played it maybe because it says on the box, the best party game in the world. I've never played it, but I bought one before and I sold it, so I knew I could sell this. And I looked inside, looks like it has all the cards, and it was $2. I think I sold it the last time for like 12. All right, next item. I'm really excited to show you guys this one because again, when you're trying to find stuff, you don't really know what you're going to find. That's what part of the fun is. And I saw this. It was in the board game aisle in the thrift store that I went to. And it was a, I don't know why I call this a TIE fighter to other people. I'm like, oh yeah, it's not a TIE fighter. Duh, it says it on the box. It's an X-Wing fighter from Star Wars. So this one was specifically, it looks like made in Japan. And so I was like, oh, well, this looks cool, and I found out it's a model kit. So I guess you build it and stuff. I looked it up, and there's one shipping from Japan, I think, for like $50. And I was like, geez Louise, if I could find someone in the States to buy this thing, like I could get more maybe than $50. So it was funny though, and kind of sad, was that this looked like it was a gift. Because on the back of the box, it says, "From Brother Brown. You can put it together at my house if you want. I have model tools." It says on the back. Probably reverse for you guys, but I'm just like, maybe Brother Brown, he just didn't want to make it, or didn't have the time to make it, or he was just like, oh, this is a nice gift from somebody, but I don't actually care. In terms of building it, just keeping it as a thing. It's like, oh, someone got me something, that's nice. And opening it up, it looks like it has all the pieces. They're all in their like little baggies, unopened. Even like there's this glue that's in there. It looks like it was bought from Hobby Lobby. It says $2.29. You guys can see that. So I was like, whoa, this is like this is awesome. It comes with the instructions and everything. And I was thinking to myself, like, this is cool. So yeah, that was cool with the X-Wing fighter model kit for, I bought it for $1.50 and I'm probably going to sell it for $50. So it's pretty awesome. All right. So this next item that I recently got, it's a little bit more of a downer, and it's a book. And the one thing I've learned with books is like, it is kind of all over the place. I've been selling a lot of like vintage books recently because a lot of ones with barcodes get picked up by other people. And so vintage books, if you find one that's kind of rare, people want, it's good. But I also find out that books with crazy names also do really well in terms of, buying and reselling them. So this one's a little bit of a downer. And but at the same time, it's a memoir, so it's one of those, this is real life stuff that happened to this person, and we can't discount it not ever happening to anybody else. I mean, maybe you should, help them or help somebody relates to that problem. So this one's called A Memoir, My Daddy, the Pedophile. Haven't read it. Just got it yesterday. The app I use to double check and see if, if a book has a certain value is this one called BookScatter. It's free. It scans basically every single book buying site. And so this one does have a barcode. So I usually don't buy a lot of these, but this one specifically, I scanned it with the BookScatter app, and I found that it was on, somebody was selling it or buying it for like $5, and it was $1.50. So I was like, pretty good. And I have a bunch of other books that are kind of worth a little bit less with me, so I was thinking, bundle them all together and then selling them to that buyback company, because sometimes with the buyback companies you can't sell unless the total value of your books equals a certain amount. So a little bit of a downer, but probably a really good story just to know how the heck that happens. So that was my latest haul. Some other stuff I might be able to show you just real quick, because that was basically what I got last time. I found out here's the thing. First of all, I got this chess set, and I thought that chess sets were like one of the most invaluable like board games, because everyone can get a chess set. They're really cheap, but people like to have chess sets that have like different characters for like the pawns and the kings and stuff. And this one specifically was a South American one. That's why it has all these cool designs on it. And instead of two kings going at it, or rather two armies from Britain, we have like, okay, let me see. We have like the Spaniards right here versus the Native Americans. So maybe if there you go. See, there's a Spaniard guy. He's like, hello, and then there's this Native American guy. And so, if you want to have a classic battle between the Spaniards and the Native Americans, and maybe live a fantasy where the Native Americans won, that'd be pretty awesome. So, that's a cool little thing I found recently. And here's this other thing I found also. I mean that I think that chess set was like, I think it was $1.50, $2. It was something like super not expensive at all. So one thing I know is that everyone likes Disney waffle irons because people like to eat their favorite characters. So this one specifically is Minnie Mouse. You open it up and it's like, hey, look, I'm Minnie Mouse. You can eat my face. I'm so happy to be eaten. And it works. I plugged it in. I think it was like $4. And I was looking online and it looks like I could sell it for $15-20. So it's a decent amount. I mean, I wish I could get something like that X-Wing fighter. Like, that's awesome. I wish I could just get all items like that, but it's not the case a lot. So anyway, I mean, I have other little things, but I just kind of want to do videos on things that I recently get so I can show you guys, and then I can give you an update on what I sold those items for. And to be honest, if you guys have any questions or anything about buying things and reselling them, I mean, I don't know a whole lot, but currently I'm an anthropology major at BYU college, and I'm trying to understand e-commerce a little bit better and more like retail arbitrage, so buying and reselling stuff. So I've been doing a lot of studying on different products, different things that if I saw, I could buy and then resell. So if you guys have any cool tips or anything that you've sold recently that you were thinking, this thing, I don't know if it's going to sell, and then it did for maybe an amount you didn't expect, or something cool that you found, please share those with me, because I want to learn about all those things, because if I see them, then I could go and sell them, buy and sell them. And so I want to share all this information with you guys. You can share with me, and then that way, this could be like a little side hustle for both of us. Anyway, I just wanted to see how this goes and see if anybody would be open to doing this with me. Anyway, this is Kurt signing off, and I'll see you guys next time.